Do you know that once you land in Canada as a permanent resident and you have children under 18 years, you can apply for the Canada Child Benefit as soon as possible? Yes, you can. And no, you do not need to file your taxes before you apply for the Canada Child Benefit. Do you also know that as an international student in Canada, when you meet a condition, you also qualify to apply for Canada Child Benefit when you have children under the age of 18 years? Yes. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edwina. I am so excited to have you here with me. Kindly stay with me as we go into the details of Canada Child Benefit, who qualifies to apply, what the eligibility criteria is, how to apply, and the document you need to apply for the Canada Child Benefit. The Canada Child Benefit is administered by the Canada Revenue Agency, or the CRA. It is a tax-free monthly payment made to eligible families to help with the cost of raising children under 18 years of age. The Canada Child Benefit may include a child disability benefit and any related provincial and territorial programs. So in addition to the Canada Child Benefit, if you have a child with disability, it also has a benefit that comes with it. And also the provinces and territories also have benefits for children. You don't need to apply for them separately. Once you apply for it, whatever you qualify for in addition to that will all be paid to you. Now, one thing that people mostly think is that even when you come into Canada new as a permanent resident, you have to file taxes before you qualify to apply for the Canada Child Benefit. And that is not the case at all. You do not need to file your taxes to apply for the Canada Child Benefit. Once you come into Canada as a permanent resident, you can apply for the Canada Child Benefit as soon as possible. And all you need to do before you apply is to have a permanent address. Because when you apply for the benefit at the initial stages, when you've not filed any taxes, the checks will be mailed to your address. So you need to have a reliable or a permanent address. And then once you have that, you can put in the application for your Canada Child Benefit. Now let's actually go into who is eligible to apply for the Canada Child Benefit. Who can get the Canada Child Benefit? And we are getting this from the Canada Revenue Agency's website, the official government website of Canada. It says that you must meet all of the following conditions. 1, you live with a child who is under 18 years of age. You live with a child who is under 18 years of age. So your child needs to be under 18 years for you to qualify to apply for the Canada Child Benefit. If you come into Canada with children who are older than 18, you do not qualify to apply for the Canada Child Benefit. The second condition you must meet is that you are primarily responsible for the care and upbringing of the child. And here, the primary responsibility of the upbringing of the child is mostly associated to the mother. So the mother is assumed to be primarily responsible for the upbringing of the child. You are a resident of Canada for tax purposes. So you should be someone who is qualified to file taxes in Canada. It does not necessarily mean that you need to file your tax before you can put in the application. But we all know people like visitors do not file taxes in Canada, so they do not qualify to apply for this kind of benefit. Okay, you or your spouse or common law partner must be any of the following: 1, a Canadian citizen; 2, a permanent resident; 3, a protected person who has received a positive notice of decision from the Immigration and Refugee Board. So a protected person is a person seeking asylum, but you should have received a positive notice of decision. So it means that your asylum claim should be finalized with a positive notice before you would qualify to put in an application for the Canada Child Benefit. A temporary resident who has lived in Canada for the previous 18 months and who has a valid permit in the 19th month, other than one that states does not confer status or does not confer temporary resident status. So this is where students come in. All students are temporary residents, okay? This is where students come in because all students are considered temporary residents in Canada. So students who have been in Canada for the previous 18 months, it means that if you're a student and your program of study goes beyond 18 months and in your 19th month you are still in that status as a student, you qualify to apply for the Canada Child Benefit. I have seen so many people say students do not qualify. That is not the case at all. Once you live in Canada for more than 18 months, you qualify to get Canada Child Benefit if you have children who are younger than 18 years of age. The other thing with students is that if, let's say, as a husband who is in school, who comes to school first, and then the wife and the children joins later, the 18 months is calculated from when the parent who first came into Canada got here and not when the other parent joined. So if you are in school for, let's say, a year before your wife and your children join you, the 18 months that you need to be in Canada to qualify for this benefit is calculated from when you, the husband, entered Canada as a student, and not when your wife and your children joined you. I hope you are all clear on that. There are 3 ways that you can apply for this benefit. The first is through birth registration. That is for a child who was born here. For a child who is born here, through birth registration, you can apply for the Canada Child Benefit. The second is online, applying online through my account. My account is an online process you can use to apply. It should, however, be noted that in order for you to have the My Account, you should have filed your taxes. So if you are applying at the time you have not filed taxes, it means you cannot use the online process for the application. And the third process is by mail. So this is where you download the forms online and fill it and then post them by mail. So for those who have not yet filed their taxes, and their children were also not born here, this would be the only option for you to apply. You need to apply by mail, download the forms online, fill it, and then post it by mail, and then the checks will be sent to you. After you file your taxes and you create My Account, you can actually create a direct deposit where the money will directly be paid into your bank account. Okay, so these are the 3 ways you can apply for the Canada Child Benefit. When putting in an application for a Canada Child Benefit, 1, you will need a document that will prove your marital status to your partner. So any document that proves your marital status to your partner. So it can be your marriage certificate, it can be a lease agreement that has both of your names on it can also be a way of proving that you are married, okay, or you are in a partnership. The second is your residency, where you live, your address. So that also, the lease agreement is also a document, or yes, the lease agreement or your tenancy agreement or your mortgage documents or your estate documents, whatever home documents you have, is a way that to prove your residency, that yes, you are living in Canada and you have an address in Canada. Your names and your children's names are all on the agreement, which also goes to prove that you are living with the children. Okay, the next is your immigration status or your citizenship status. If you're a citizen, you need to prove that you're a citizen, or if you're an immigrant, you need to prove your immigration status. So if you're a PR, you're a permanent resident, you came in as a permanent resident, you need to prove that that is your status. If you are a student, you need to attach your study permit. If you came in as a open work permit, you need whatever permits that you have, you need to attach that to your application. You also need to prove that you are the primary caregiver of the child. And like I said, the female parent is mostly presumed to be the primary caregiver of the child. So these applications is actually supposed to be done by the female parent. The mother of the children is the one who has to put in the application. In the case where the father is primarily responsible for the children, the father will need an authority note from the mother to confirm that indeed he, the father, is primarily responsible for the children, hence he putting in the application. Okay, so other documents that you can attach to prove that you are the primary caregiver of the children, maybe they are school enrollments forms. If you have enrolled them in school already, there are school enrollment forms. There are any activities that you've paid for in the school that has your name and the child's name on it, the admission letters that comes with your information, or any communication between you and their schools that also comes with your information. And yes, you would also have to attach your passport and the children's birth certificate to show that indeed you are the parent of these children. These are the documents that you primarily need to attach to apply to your Canada child benefit. And how much you get depends on your income. How much you get depends on your income. So everybody gets different amounts based on how much their income is. So if you come in newly, your income will be whatever monies you were earning in your home country, and you convert that to Canadian dollar, and they will use that to calculate how much you are supposed to get for your Canada child benefit. Yes, so basically this is everything you need to know about the Canada child benefit. And like I said from the beginning, you do not need to file taxes before you qualify to apply for this. So you can apply for it as soon as possible once you land in Canada as a permanent resident of Canada. And the most important thing is for you to have an address, a reliable or a permanent address to use for your application. Also, students who have been in Canada for more than 18 months and will still be in status in the 19th month also qualify to apply for Canada child benefit if they have children under the age of 18 years. Let's also keep in mind that if just one of the parents are here, let's say the man is here, comes to school here, and the wife and the children join later, the 18 months will be calculated from when the first parent, which is the man, came in Canada, and not when the wife and the children joined him. So the man can be in Canada for 2 years. But once the children do not live with him, he cannot apply for it. Immediately the wife and the children join him. Because he has been here already for 2 years, that is way beyond the 18 months. So once the wife and the children join him, they can put in the application as soon as possible. Note that in this case, the wife is the one going to put in the application because she is presumed to be the primarily parent, the parent who is primarily responsible for the children. However, the wife has not filed taxes in Canada yet. So this goes down to buttress the point that you do not need to file taxes before you qualify to put in the Canada Child Benefit application. I hope we have all understood what the Canada Child Benefit is, who is eligible to apply, and the documents you need to apply for the Canada Child Benefit. Childcare in Canada is expensive. So, if you qualify to apply and you do not know and you are waiting for a time because you think you have to do this or that before, that will be you sitting on money and not knowing. However, at any point in time you apply, whatever is accrued from the time you became eligible is paid out, so you still do not lose in any way. Yes, so that is it about the Canada Child Benefit. Guys, thank you so much for staying with me through to this time of the conversation. Kindly do me a favor to subscribe to this channel if you have not done that yet, and be part of this lovely family. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.